In the field of cryptozoology, there are a few creatures that stand, spikes and fangs, above the others. Some celebrity cryptid creatures receive all of the love, Mothman, Bigfoot and Nessie, to name just a few. One of these supernatural superstars is the Dover Demon. In what is planned as a series of videos, I will give a recap on these popular creatures and my spin on them and the sightings witnessed and recorded, give you my thoughts on any evidence found, and conclude with a score on the cryptid's probability of being real. So let's take a look. Welcome to IF, videos on history, mystery and the strange. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video again. The Dover Demon was first seen on April 21, 1977 in Dover, Massachusetts, United States. The Dover Demon is described as a small humanoid-like creature. Multiple witnesses have over the years stepped forward to tell of the experiences that they have had when seeing the mysterious creature. These witnesses describe a weird little animal with the same characteristics being in each sighting. The Dover Demon is said to be a small beast with reddish or orange coloured skin, a bulbous large head and small stick-like legs. The creature can be bipedal but is often seen on all fours. It also displays the ability to easily switch between these two modes of travel. It has eyes that have been reported to emit a soft glow, a glow which changes from orange to green at times. A popular location for the cryptid to be seen is rooting through trash and dumpsters. One can assume that it is searching for food in the scraps. This would indicate that it has a diet suited to eating human scraps of food, much like raccoons or dogs and other omnivores. Let's look at a few of the times people have claimed to have seen and interacted with the strange little humanoid entity. The original encounter happened on the 21st of April 1977. This was when a teenager going by the name of William Bartlett witnessed the little mysterious humanoid figure. It would not be the only time the demon was spotted. The creature must also travel around, or there could be more than one, as these humanoids of small stature have been snapped in many locations. This picture shows a small human-like figure wandering the streets, taken by 15-year-old John Baxter. It shows the large bulging orange eyes of the strange beast. The image of the alleged Dover Demon, in my eyes, is one of the best photos so far. The body conforms to the shape reported by other witnesses. Ever elusive, the cryptid was again captured on film looking out from behind the bark of a tree, the large bulging orange eyes of the demon making it easy to be identified as our cryptid. Another more convincing picture was released later and shows the Dover Demon in the background of a photograph where it can be seen peeping out from behind a rock as a man looks into the camera and captures a selfie. Whatever the creature is, it seems to be good at hiding. This image shows the demon a little more clearly as the cryptid is snapped attempting to climb over some rocky terrain. The time and place of this sighting is not known. This one, to me, at least seems to be a little more hoaxish, especially in the way it appears. It looks staged and the demon does not look like a living creature. Another suspect picture of the Dover Demon is this one, in which it is seen rushing out from a house. The pic was claimed to have been captured using a mobile camera by a local from Massachusetts. Looking at the image, the creature is clearly seen rushing the camera, and whomever is taking the photo must have had some composure, as I, for one, would not be standing around taking pictures with a creature like this rushing me. Here we can clearly see something odd in the dirt road. If this is a Dover Demon or not is up for debate. The image shows a creature crawling in the woods of Massachusetts and again was snapped by a local. There are some similarities to the description of the demon, but to me this seems like it could be something else, which then raises the question, what is it? Finally, we have this picture which has been seen all over the internet, a picture taken by a Louisiana resident in the morning of the 30th November 2010. It shows the shine of the eyes of the Dover Demon and its non-hairy body. The image sparked much online speculation when it was first published, and many still say this image is manipulated in some way and not a genuine piece of evidence for the existence of the Dover Demon. So what ideas and theories are there for the animals captured in these series of images? Nothing exactly like the demon has been reported seen before or since. The Dover cryptid does not match with other cryptid descriptions like that of the Chupacabra or grey aliens. Even the bat-eared goblins said to have attacked a family in Hopkinsville, Kentucky back in 1955 are similar but not identical. The first theory we need to address is the idea that the Dover demon is of extraterrestrial origin. With not much more than a fuzzy photo and eyewitness testimony, the demon is lacking in some real piece of undeniable evidence as proof for its existence, but many still cling to the idea of the little guy being a fact and not fiction. If the demon is an alien, we must question why when first sighted in 77 and since, there has been no associated reports of UFOs. The supporters of alien contact here on Earth have also never claimed that the creature is an extraterrestrial. In other cases, such as the aforementioned Hopkinsville case, they were quick to chalk it up to alien contact, so why not with the Dover demon? This then leads into other theories as to what the creature could be, and a few ideas have been put forward, the first of which suggest that the demon is actually something far less sinister sounding, a fairy. Two ideas support this as an explanation. The first is that the Dover demon does not have the appearance of any alien reported in any other UFO case. There are some passing resemblances to the popularized images of a grey alien, but also some important differences. The idea that the demon is a quadruped with shining eyes does not make it very different from the black-eyed bipedal greys. And back to the Hopkinsville goblins, they weren't actually goblins. This has become a kind of nickname, as goblin was used to describe their appearance by witnesses, but since they stood on two legs, had triangular heads, and wore clothing, I don't see it being the same species of extraterrestrial. If the Dover demon is a fairy, we have to open our minds to the idea that there are other realms, and that these realms are inhabited by other life forms who can cross over on occasion into our world. It is these creatures that created mankind's myths and legends. Some say this is true and point to the fact that although the names vary, often the same type of entities are seen all over the planet, regardless of culture, religion, or location. Fairies also have a more magical aspect to them and could, at least in theory, and if folktales are to be believed, change shape, so they could have the glowing eyes and other features very much like the Dover demon. The glowing eyes also provide us with a challenge when trying to ID the cryptid. This, as they are often reported as being different colors. Some swear they were orange, others say green, yet more say they do not glow at all. Natural eye coloration and variation is seen across species, so could this prove that there is more than one creature being seen? And talking of other species, some believe that the cryptid is a known animal, albeit diseased. They have theorized that the creature was in fact a fox that had contracted a disease of some sort that caused severe swelling and bloating. Others have proposed the theory that the creature was in fact a deformed baby moose. A few skeptics say the moose theory also holds water, as it could have been a baby moose standing on its hind legs with its head raised feeding on trees. Many say this idea is way off mark. More ideas of the creature's origin stem from laboratories and involve the government's cover-up of the Dover demon. Some have suggested that science may be the answer and that the Dover demon is an escaped experiment. Being from the 70s, it was the early days of genetic research, but it is not out of the realms of possibility. If the demon was created in a lab, maybe it was bred, or maybe its strange appearance is a result of testing and experimentation carried out on the creature. So with all this information and a long history of sightings, along with some good pictures, I think the Dover demon could be out there, and the likelihood of the cryptid being a real flesh and blood creature is high. My score for the good old DD is 90% probability for being real. What would you score the Dover demon at? Do you know of any more compelling evidence? If you do, let me know in the comments below. As always, if you like what I do here on the channel, hit that red button, like and share. You can catch the latest by searching We Are If. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.